Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm not going to wait for more people to come on board. We will post the recording. So I'm going to start. I don't want to spend the whole afternoon on a Zoom call. Thank you for everybody that's here. Just a few things. There was an announcement made or a video posted from Chris and Candice in the last few days where they say that on the monthly call, the birthday call, which is always the closest Tuesday to the 10th, which is this month on the 7th of March, that they will make major announcements. We have a rough idea what's coming. I am not going to announce anything before the official announcement, but it is for the good of Gift of Legacy and for everybody on our lineages where we are currently working on. Just a quick update on the lineages. I do expect that we will start with possibly the Eagles and get a few boards flipped there. Then we'll go over, get the submarine into motion again. Then we will look at what is happening on New Beginnings, Heartstall, the Hope and the Faith lineages that we had a call for this weekend or this last week. We will also look at our own lineages. We will then look at all the other lineages, Dream Tracks, Cruise, Caravan, and see what damage we can recover with the people that decided to not travel with us anymore. We will repair boards where we can. Remember, compression didn't fill all the boards. There's still some gaps here and there. We will fill them manually and speak to the legends. Legends that don't want to work with us, we will keep on logging into those profiles, but we will not work on the board. Legends don't want to cooperate, I will sponsor every single person on that board onto a perpetual board somewhere. We are not going to take nonsense anymore. You work with us or you go on your own good way. That's how it's going to work, unfortunately. We can easily work together, all of us. We've got huge amounts of peoples on board, and we are now on a way where there's some good progress going to be made and some good changes. We expect 2 or 3 announcements on the 7th. You will have to wait. Get on that call and make sure you're there to get the news firsthand. They will post a recording, but it was a disgrace how few of you guys were on the previous call that we had for the birthday celebrations. Get on board, listen to the stories that the people tell about their journey through Gift of Legacy. And then quickly, a few other projects we're working on, which is part of the Dream projects. We're working on Carnelian to generate funds. It's like a startup project so that you can generate funds for your Gift of Legacy boards. Bernice got a profile on there called New Beginnings, specifically for New Beginnings. I've got a profile on that I registered this morning called GL Dreams, which we will use on whichever board we need on our lineages. A lineage or a board don't necessarily have to be part of Dream Tracks, Cruise, Caravan, Eagles, or Submarine. New Beginnings or Heartstall for us to work on. Bobby's got boards and I've got boards separate from everything. We will even work on those ones and see what we can do to assist. So all those things are going to happen. If you don't know about Carnelian yet, on my YouTube channel, there is a separate playlist for Carnelian. Go look what's going on there. I worked out a strategy where you can, with a few dollars, work yourself up to a constant stream of income per day by the end of May, a big stream of income, which you can then decide to maybe use $100 per week on your Gift of Legacy boards. For the people that's on Berry, I don't have a big group there yet. We stopped recruiting at one stage. We are in negotiations with the top guys of Berry. We bypass all the little groups. And I may soon be in a position where one of the groups in Berry would like to sponsor 800 people in with $50 each. I will make an announcement on that when that is finalized. And then whoever is interested in a little bit of trading in the evenings between 8 and 9 can then get themselves a profile there. But I'll have more on that later during the next week. Remember all the different calls. I'm not going to have the competition call tonight. I still need to rest a little bit. I walk to the gate now to open for Yuri. and I nearly didn't make it there. Legs is not strong yet, so I'm not going to have the competition call tonight. We will announce it very soon. There must be a rematch on the maps of the world, or the countries of the world competition we had. The people that is getting free profiles from the previous round of competitions, we will load you in the next 10 or so days. There is going to be huge movement suddenly after the 7th, but you just keep your clothes and wait for it to happen. Unfortunately, that is how it goes. I can't give you all the information every day. Right, I want somebody on here to say a few words, but before we get there, can we get any questions? We're on the 6-minute mark. I'm not going to make this call too long. I already had two long Zoom calls this morning. I did post a video on crypto training that Lisa presented, the basics of Binance, the basics of your trust wallets. Get yourself onto the crypto platforms. We're going to move people to the bigger boards, and your banks are going to get all excited. If there's big amounts going through, we'll have to go to crypto. The people that's not on yet, look at the training calls. There's a lot of other people also doing training calls on crypto. And if all else fails, phone so I can put you into contact with somebody who's got time to take you through step by step. Right, any questions, people? Unmute and ask away. I'm here to answer questions. If you don't have questions, that means you know everything. Then maybe I'll ask a few questions. What do you think?
Hello,
Hi.
Krista here.
Krista,
Yeah, my question is, can we contribute to New Beginnings through crypto?
yes, you can.
Okay,
You can.
I will ask the address from Bernice or
Bernice, yeah.
Okay, thank
you.
you.
Bernice qualified herself as a crypto expert in the last 3 weeks. I don't know how to do that.
Contribute to New Beginnings through
she can do that.
crypto.
All right. Any other questions? Yeah, remember, I do post a Zoom schedule frequently. There's a separate English call for New Beginnings and Artstyle on Mondays. The Afrikaans call on Thursdays. We have a call for Hope and Faith lineages on Tuesdays. General call on Saturdays. Training calls I will discuss with Lisa. We may have to go to a Saturday afternoon and then just record for everybody. And we are planning 2 or 3 more compact calls specifically on Binance and Trust Wallet, which is the wallets that we most frequently use currently. And then the motivational call on Sundays, with or without Andrew, depending on his schedule. All right, any other questions? I just want to give you a bit of background quickly on what happened in this week. I was without power, where I was in danger of missing a very important Zoom call. And a minute before the call was scheduled, my power came on. I had a lot to say, but it worked out then that I didn't have to say a word. Everything got sorted that needed to be sorted at that stage, very quickly and very professionally. Bobby, I would like you to just give your version of happenings this week, how we were surprised. Basically, by the grace of God. We were overwhelmed, actually. I was overwhelmed because I did not expect things to work out so fast and so easily. Bobby, if you can grace us with a few wise words there from your side, please.
Hi, Stefan. Sorry, my voice is not as great as it should be, but yes, thanks for the opportunity. Excuse me. Yeah, the meeting went very well, Stefan. As I say, we were a little bit apprehensive before the meeting. Obviously, we were discussing some major changes, and we weren't sure how we were going to be received by the Core 5. So the fact of the matter, the way it was done, and the results that we've achieved from there through the core five, obviously, is exciting. It's as you say, it's divine intervention that gets us sometimes where we never knew we could possibly be, and the final result for the GL community, I believe, will be far beyond the expectations of the people, and I'm just hoping that we can restore the people's belief and excitement going forward in terms of what's available through the system. And as I say, we're all working together now, and as a result, I think we'll achieve so much more through this locking arms and we're walking together on this path. So yeah, very excited, Stefan. As I say, we're preparing all sorts of stuff for it. So yes, let's just hope we continue to receive this divine intervention, and that everybody that's part of this whole journey is blessed in abundance, and they see the results that we saw when we started it, and we continue to see. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, that's basically a summary of what happened. I think everybody, Core 5 and ourselves, were pleasantly surprised by how quickly a lot of things got resolved and a lot of steps put in place to make Gift of Legacy lasting forever. It is, after all, a legacy for your people behind you. And it was good. It was very good. Like I said, you will have to wait for the 7th. Chris wants to make the announcements. It's going to be good. It's going to be good for the health of Gift of Legacy. From your side, people, I said many times, if you do have a few dollars spare in a crypto wallet, press that GGM donate button. Every single dollar helps. We are committed on our dream boards, on the bigger boards, to also start contributing there. There is some of our boards is going to move quickly in the next few weeks. The sponsorship profiles is going to move up, where they're also going to start receiving again, where we obviously will sponsor people in, but we're also bringing a lot of people that I've got on Carnelian don't know about or didn't know about Gift of Legacy. They're now aware of it. And we're explaining to them how can they become part of that family as well. Remember, I'm on a lot of different platforms. Next week, Wednesday, I'm going to go away for 2 days to a friend of mine, specifically to sort out his one trading platform, where he's making $7 a day. He can make $70 a day with our work. And I may introduce a few people to that as well. There's a few others which have been coming on for a long time. One from 1994, where they traded with Forex. They're now in the crypto markets. That's also another thing that I will eventually introduce to you guys. Multiple streams of income, multiple streams of gifts. That's what it's all about. Right, then I'm finished for today. If there's no more questions, recording will be up in a few minutes. This is a short one. I did post the trading call of this morning already. Lisa was very nervous. It's the first time she did a presentation like that, but she did very well. She unfortunately lost signal at the end. I gave her a few pointers afterwards, and we will discuss the next session. She did a very good job. She was very thorough. It was a bit fast because there was a lot of work to cover, but we will do specific calls on crypto for Binance, Trust Wallet. We'll do one for Exodus. We'll do Valor, whatever is needed and whatever is required. So that training calls will be in the training playlist on my YouTube channel. There's one thing here in the chat. Let's quickly see. Is there anybody a best person, Paula, to explain VPN? I don't use VPN. It's against my beliefs. But if you can get hold of, I don't know if you got Bux's number. If you don't have, send me a message. Buck's got a bit more knowledge about VPN. I don't trust VPN myself personally. I don't like it. My modems change IP addresses every 90 seconds. So I'm not worried that anybody. Sometimes I get a pop-up. People can see where you are, and then it tells me that I'm sitting in Francistown in Botswana. A couple of minutes later, there's a pop-up. People can see where you are, and I'm sitting in Dubai. You can't trace me on my IP address. My modems reset every 90 seconds. But VPN is a way to operate the internet. Bucks got a bit more knowledge about that. If all else fails and Bucks can't help you, you contact me and I'll put you into contact with somebody in America that can explain more to you.
So question then. Good morning.
Yes? Hi, Paula.
So, hi, I thought, well, I guess I'm just ignorant with how IP addresses work. I thought the changes in all these IP addresses was because of a VPN. So not necessarily is what you're saying, because you don't have a VPN and you're able to.
Yeah, I don't use VPN.
Okay, I might need to research it a little bit more. All right, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, do a search, and if Bucks can't help you, send me a message and I'll get somebody in America in your area that's got more knowledge about VPN to explain
Okay.
to you how it works.
Thank you.
Yeah. VPN, I think, stands for Virtual Private Network. It makes your browsing private, but there's nothing private in this life. Google knows exactly what I search. If I go search for an athlete that wants to run a long race in his area, for the next 2 days, I get emails and pop-ups on Facebook about accommodation in that area. What's the best road to travel? They know exactly what you do. They're tracing you. Facebook also traces you. Whatever you do, they see. That's why you've got the thing called cookies. We are not private anymore. It's unfortunately so. But I know that my location is safe. That I know it definitely. Right. And any other questions?
My request for understanding VPN is for the use of the non-US Binance. So that
You want to use
was
the
my
non-US Binance? Yeah, that
Yes.
can be done. There's ways to do that. You just need to change your IP address to South Africa. See if Bucks can help you with VPN. If you don't come right, I'll get somebody to change your IP address for you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, good. All right, anything else, people? Then we are done. You can unmute yourself. We will be on the motivational call tomorrow evening at 7 for the people that is interested. I don't know yet if Andrew is going to be on. If he's not on, then we'll have the normal thing where when he's not on, where we talk about the last few days and all the blessings you received in your life. Have a good afternoon. See you soon.
Bye. Thanks, Stefan.
Have a
Bye-bye,
good day.
Rory.
Welcome. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.